Oh, boss, I might have to let you go.
All right, I love you, Alan.
Hi everybody, I'm just turning you all on
Right.
mute. If you could all put yourself on mute, please. So welcome to the Fida Awards. This is our 8th Fida Awards 2023. And it was a good year this year, really interesting. And thank you for all the hard work and all the effort that's gone into it. Usually we plan to meet up and do a live awards, but we notice the awards are quite international. So rather than doing an awards this year, we're going to do a big event in next February and invite all the winners and so on. So we've got something big planned for next February. So keep an eye out for it because we want to do more awards live events and give you more of an experience. So if you could make sure that your microphones are all on mute, please, if you could. Just so we don't hear any shouting or dogs in the backgrounds and so on. So I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, so you should all be able to see this clear and well. Make sure you're on mute, please, if you can. I can see some nice faces in there, so just make sure your microphones are all on mute, if possible. So, first of all, well done, everybody. And this is, as I said, it's our 8th Illustrations Award. So we were trying to celebrate the excellence in fashion, art and illustration. So first of all, welcome. We had 8 different categories this year. So we had excellence in fashion, art and illustration, live event artist of the year, digital technologist and creator of the year, portrait artist of the year, textile and print, animator and social media, student illustrator of the year awards, and best advertisement publishing illustrator of the year. So we've added some new disciplines in there. Some of them we've kept and some of them you may recognize, but these are all, I guess, elements that add up to what it is to be a fashion artist or commercial illustrator. So first of all, thanks to all of our judges. So you can see we had a really good roster of judges this year. We were lucky to get someone like Nick Knight involved this year, Sarah Suzzani Mano, part of the Vogue Italia, and the creative director of a foundation for the Suzzani family. So really good to have her, and she's a great ambassador for fashion and arts and education. Caroline Massey, RCA, she's part of Tommy Hilfiger. Anya Kabul, who most of you may have recognized, does lots of live illustration. Amber Hunt, Rob Burnett, part of Show Studio, Lucinda Rogers, Victoria Mailer, you would have seen her expressive illustrations. Tony Green, we've had him speak. Noel Chapman, an academic, fashion buyer and journalist. Xenia Z, you would have seen her illustrations used to promote. Vince Nappy, who is I would say, a graphic illustrator, fashion illustrator, who does lots of work. Jamie Lee Reardon, fashion illustrator, very experimental and playful. And the infamous Jackie Mallon, who is the fashion editor for Fashion United. Usually she covers our stories, but this year I put her forward as a judge. It was great to see her as part of the mix for this year. So first of all, I just wanted to start with commendations. So commendations for the Portrait Awards. So we had Julian Prop, John Chamberlain, Melanie De Jong, Anna Gnist, Gemma O'Brien, Daria Vasilevia, Sebastian Frabasic, Sylvia Lewandowska, Katerina Gombenko, Helen McLafferty, Vini T, Carolina Bergin, Tracy Smith, and Alina Davies. So congratulations to all of these artists who we thought had been quite playful, very experimental from the portrait side of it. And we really thought, you know, as you saw, there was a whole array of from fine art, illustration, drawing, painting, experimental illustration, digital illustration, a whole array of stuff. So, you know, congratulations and well done, everybody. And, you know, it was great to see some amazing portraits. They're only getting better every time we do it. There's some real cracking pieces. So congratulations on the commendation for your portrait award. So next was the Excellence in Fashion Illustration Award with commendation. We had Caroline Ritchie's, Enmo, Yunju Chung, Sebastian Frobachich, Carolina Bergin, Melanie De Jong, Carolina Bergin again, Linda Lloyd, Georgina Jones, Clemence Maura, Julia Fitz, Renshu Zhang, and Daria Vasileva. Well done. Again, really expressive, very different. You know, a really interesting one you can see here, like Caroline Ritchie's drawing the interiors, some big oversized illustrations, some detailed painting. You know, what was really standing out, some graphic work from Georgina Jones, some really playful pieces on here, and expressive mark making from Julia Fitz. So an amazing series of pieces here.
Yeah, I'm watching something. Just make a pile of them for now.
Hopefully you can turn your microphones on mute. We can hear you if you can turn them on mute. We don't need to know about washing up. I tried to put it on mute before. So Fashion Textiles Awards, this is a new area for us. Quite a playful area. And we got some really interesting pieces, almost some digital experimental pieces, hand painted, hand drawn, projections. So it was really nice to see some new pieces, some new work, a new area for us. And we've been doing quite a lot of work in this area. And we've really been trying to sort of push it and get some more play. And we know a lot of the illustrators and artists do lots of work with print. So it was great to see some pieces here. So well done to Kelly Bailey, Ji Lim Man, Pearl Peng Hulu, Reiki, and Kano Price. So well done for this one. An amazing piece here. I was wondering why Diane Cook's there, but she was part of another one. So an amazing collection of pieces here, and you know, some great work. And the projection was a great little idea. We got some really interesting feedback about what it means to do print and what is textiles. So that was a really interesting angle and take to that. So then we move on to the Student Illustration Award with commendation. We had 4 here. There's some more shown, but these were the 4 that really we thought stood out from the Student Awards. The Student Awards has been still an interesting space, and we're seeing sort of people documenting people on the streets, almost whimsical illustration and almost quite playful illustration as well. So it's good to see the sort of artworks that were coming in. So well done to Mohan Yang, Millie Connor, Yuhan Meng, and Heather Sprowson. So well done. I can see some names in there from Leeds University here. And we usually get a big array of students from ESCAD as well. So a real good set of work coming in this year, especially for the students, really high standards. So well done to the tutors as well. So I know you've been pushing them. I know some of the tutors. So well done from that side. And then we had Advertisement and Commendation Award. It's nice to see some of the Xiaopao pieces come in. And we had Ragnar von Negler and Miki Takakawa, which was 2 amazing pieces. And this Chappelle piece, funnily enough, which was shortlisted, also was I think one of the Chappelle Awards for advertisement. So a great piece, and great to see it being re-entered, and it was great to see it being selected. So well done, Miki, on that piece. It was great to see. Maybe some of these little videos might play. We can put on some of these videos. So we had some entries for the live events artists, and these were the ones that we saw really stepped into them sort of territories and were quite playful and thought about the photography and thought about the video content. So we had commendations here for Sarah Darby, Joe Bird, and Tracy Smith. So well done all. And you can see we'll put on I can hopefully play some little pieces here. Lovely. And here's one of, this was the Tracy's piece. I don't think there was any sound to it. But capturing her experiences from Fashion Week, some of the drawings, and getting some real moments there. So well done, Tracy. A really nice piece. Excellent. So well done all. And again, a new section, and we think with the live event artists, this will be an area that we notice is growing, and we know that people using social media, this will be a really creative space, and we feel that could be really experimental and really playful. So I think this is just the beginning of where this award's going to go and how far we can take it as creatives and illustrators. Let's go on to the next one. So I always like to put the digital artists in here, and it's nice to see some different works and sort of playful experimental works. And it's interesting to see the feedback that I get online about digital art. Is there a place for it? And also with the AI art that's being posted and shared, you know, there's some really interesting work that's happening in AI, but, you know, a lot of artists disagree with it. And I get some lovely hardcore messages from people, how they disapprove of AI. And it's something that we're going to have to consider and bring into our workflow somehow. So AI is going to be something that's going to be here forever. So we have to think about that. But how do we sort of respond to it is the area that's going to be interesting. So here we had two artists that got commendation, Alana Conlon and Reiki. So there was two pieces here. And if I'm mispronouncing the names, I'm sure you're going to tell me and write me some nice messages. So I'm trying my best, but I guess you can send your messages in and send me a little footnote or a message on Instagram or something, how it should be pronounced. It's like Fida, everyone calls it Fida. So we all have different names. But well done on these works. And I know a lot of the works that were being created in Clo 3D or Marvelous Designer. And it's great to see this area. And, you know, it's part of fashion now. It's part of fashion illustration. It's part of the fashion art world. So let's think about this. Social media and animations. We had some really interesting pieces in here. So we had a commendation here for Georgina Jones, Robin Knight. Robin Knight, I've seen one of these pieces before. It was a winner or for a different prize. So well done there, Robin Knight. It's good to see that re-entered. Julia Bowserin, Amand Cordero, and Charlie Ryan. And I'll play some of these because it's interesting to see. You know, there's some really what I would call youthful, creative, inspirational pieces. So this was one of the pieces with a nice little song. And then you've got this little GIF animation, and then Robin Knight's sort of stop frame animation using digital tools. Well done, Robin. I'll play the Julia Bowser in one so you can see it. Another stop frame animation. And this will be an area that we see being pushed further. And then this was a piece thinking about social media and documenting the fashion process. So we thought this was a really interesting. A different sort of piece. We like to look at things that are different and how people are going to communicate their work, whether it's making fashion or making artworks, whether you project. You know, it's good to think of different mediums and different ways of working. So a great piece overall. So come into the, I guess, the main parts of the winners. So prepare yourself. But you know, before we, I guess, move into the winners, you know, the feedback we've had has been really tough. The artworks were hard to select from. The standard is so high. So you know, a classic is everybody's a winner, but you know, we have to pick one, and it really, usually we have out and out winners, or it's really narrow. So anyone who was a winner this year won by either a vote or one vote. You know, it was really close, one or two votes, but it was close in every single sector. So please, you know, it's great to see the work that's been happening, and thank you so much for entering and putting this work forward. And it's great to see the feedback and where sort of the artworks are going, and we're seeing, like with Show Studio and different companies looking at what we're doing and then taking people on to do work and commissioning them and pushing them further in other areas in the commercial world. So it's really important to see how work that's being used within the awards and then moving the artists into a more commercial space afterwards. So first of all, we have the portrait award, and this was Selma Imrenk. So well done, Selma. I think you might be on here, but you can do a little scream in the background, but don't turn your microphone off mute. And you know, we'll be hopefully maybe seeing you in February. We'll be speaking to you about a prize and so on. So hopefully we'll meet up. But Selma, this was a great piece, and it was a real sort of an amalgamation of old school techniques, quite playful, almost a little bit of digital feel as well. And you know, it was really joyful with this sort of ripped mark making. You know, that was the sort of feedback we were getting. So and quite spontaneous. And she had the look, had that sort of stare that follows you around a little bit, you know, like you could imagine a Da Vinci piece or something like that, following you around a room. So it was a great piece. So well done, Selma. This was a fantastic piece. So maybe you might be dancing in the background. You know, hopefully we'll see you dancing soon. So congratulations. The next was the Excellence in Fashion Illustration. And prepare yourselves. Was Menli de Jong.
My God.
Menli, you're I can hear you. Oh my God, don't have a heart attack, but congratulations. Well done, Menli. I know you've entered the awards for many years, and it's amazing to see, and the piece that you put in, and you've put so many pieces in, and it's great to see you constantly pushing your practice as hard as possible and sticking to your guns. And I know there's lots of illustrators who try and adapt or change styles or look like other illustrators, and you've got a sort of a very unique, subtle vision and flavor So, Menley, well done. Have a nice glass of wine tonight.
Already have on. Thank you.
Fantastic stuff, Menley. Well done, and we're really proud of what you've done. Well done. Thank you. Next awards was the Textiles Award. This went to Gilles Man. This was a really interesting piece. This sort of felt like an MC Escher bird-like piece, and almost there's an interplay of like small birds, big birds, flowers, and things jump out and pop and play. And you know, this was almost a subtle piece, and felt almost very vintage. Had a vintage feel to it. So we were really happy to see sort of works like this. We had the Kelly Bailey works, which were amazing, and we, you know, but you know, you never know with these awards how they're going to be selected, who's going to select what, and this was the feedback that we got. So well done, Jilin, man. You know, a fantastic piece, and it was great to see this work come forward and win. So it's nice to see. So the Student Illustration Award, Millie Connor. This was an amazing piece, and I know her university will be really happy. And well done, Leeds. And you know, I know the tutors are really pushing you, and we're seeing some great artworks that have been made. And this really captures a sort of the essence of people today, and ageism. We talk about the old as if they're not valid anymore. So we thought this was a really great piece that celebrates age and fashion and coolness. And I don't know if this is Millie's granddad or someone she's seen or a picture that she's found, but it really sort of has a vibe of now with a sort of sense of cool. So Millie, well done, a fantastic piece. And, you know, hopefully the university will be super proud of what you've done today. So congratulations. Live event artist went to Tracy Smith. This was a great piece. I can replay it so we can have a look. And this was her catching moments at Fashion Scout. Some really nice pieces here. So well done, Tracy. And I know Tracy's, from what I can see, is going to be showing some shows coming up at Show Studio. So well done, Tracy. And I know you've put in some serious hard graft into capturing fashion collections and shows. And I know there was a hard group this time, you know, with Sarah Darby and Joe and all them people who've been submitting. So well done, Tracy, and an excellent, almost guerrilla advertisement for what you can do with limited skills on your mobile phone. So well done, Tracy. The next award was the Digital Creator Award. This went to Reiki. A fantastic pose, almost felt quite old school, elegance, had a real sort of sense of I guess, lightness, where it is sort of this classical sculpture. And we thought this one really captured it. And I know there was a tough competition between the two major ones that we saw in here was the Alana. So we thought it was a really hard selection, and it went down right to the last vote. And Reiki, so well done, a fantastic piece, great color and a beautiful piece overall, and some really good fashion going on. So well done, Reiki. And this was a brilliant piece, social media and animation piece by Armand Cordero. I'll put it on again because the music was really capturing and cool.
Feeling good. Feeling good.
And he's got some longer pieces. We're gonna post some more up, and hopefully show some more of these during February when we have our events. So we're going to exhibit some of these works as well. So we just love feeling good. And just to say thanks to everybody. You know, usually we do meet up, and we've had live events over because we had COVID and so on. So we had an event last November, but we've moved it more to February because we want to have a live show, live event. and give you more of an offering so we can all get involved and have more of a sort of party experience. So if any of you are planning to come to London or want to exhibit or show some work, keep your eyes out, because pre-Fashion Week, pre-London Fashion Week, we're going to be having a 3-day event, and we're going to have some amazing artists, designers, fashion designers getting involved, musicians, poets, great food, life drawing sessions, and customizations, and there's going to be a whole array of experiences. So keep your eye out to it. So first of all, thank you, everybody. Thank you for entering. And, it would have been lovely to all meet, but we're planning to have it in February, our big meetup, and all say hello to each other and have a good time and a good drink together. So congratulations. Enjoy, your weekend that's coming up, and well done to everybody. And we'll be contacting all the winners, and we'll be sending emails out to everyone about accommodations. And thank you so much, and have a great weekend, and well done to everybody. So give yourself a good pat on the back, and thank you, everybody, and have a good evening. And I can see in the chat there's something. So well done. Thank you to everyone. Brilliant.
Thank you, Patrick.
Bye-bye, everyone. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, take care, Patrick. See you.
Bye-bye.